All right, here we go. We are doing 8 number sense 1 selected response. What is the decimal equivalent of the rational number -1/8? Okay, you know our answer is going to be negative. All of these are negative, so any of them, I guess, are free game. So since this is a fraction and we want to turn it into a decimal, we're going to do TIBO. We're going to go top, in, bottom, out. So the top number is 1. The bottom number, that goes inside. The bottom number is 8. That goes outside. Now I'm going to do my division. Dirty monkeys smell bad. So I know there's a decimal after 1, even though I don't see it. And I'm going to bring my decimal straight up in my quotient. I can add as many zeros as I want, and this is still the number 1. Now don't forget, our answer has to be negative, because this is -1/8. Okay, how many 8s are in 1? None. 0 times 8 is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. Bring down a 0. How many 8s are in 10? 1. Please notice how everything's staying nicely lined up. 1 times 8 is 8. Subtract. 10 minus 8 is 2. Bring down a 0. How many 8s are in 20? That would be 2. 2 times 8 is 16. 20 minus 16 is 4. Bring down a 0. How many 8s are in 40? That would be 5. 5 times 8 is 40. No remainder. So our answer is 125 thousandths, and it's negative. So as you can see, the answer would be A, and that's the only answer that will work. Okay, let's look at number 2. What's the decimal equivalent of the rational number 6/11ths? This is a rational number because it's a fraction. We're going to TIBO. 6 is the top in, bottom out. Decimal here, decimal straight up. As many zeros as you want. How many 11s are in 6? 0. 0 times 11 is 0. Subtract. Bring down a 0. How many 11s are in 60? That would be 5. 5 times 11 is 55. 60 minus 55 is 5. Bring down a 0. How many 11s are in 50? That would be 4. You better have your multiplication charts out. 4 times 11 is 44. 50 minus 44 is 6. Bring down another 0. How many 11s are in 60? That would be 5. 5 times 11 is 55. Subtract, you get 5. Bring down a 0. How many 11s are in 50? That would be 4. 4 times 11 is 44. I see a pattern here. Looks to me like this 5454 will repeat, so our answer should look like this because the 54 repeats. And in fact, our answer is C. It's not B because in B only the 4 repeats. Only the B has a repetron, but in C it's 54 repeating. What rational number has -875 thousandths as its decimal equivalent? So we've got all these fractions, right? So we can show 875 thousandths, or we can do TIBO for all these. And I'm thinking that there might be more than one possible answer. I'm going to eliminate D right now because this is an improper fraction, and this means my answer is going to be greater than 1, -1, and this number is less than -1, so I know it can't be that. This number is really close to -1, and so is this. This number is pretty close. Oh, wait a minute. You know what I noticed here? If I do this, multiply the top and the bottom by 10, I get 40. No, not by 10. How about by 2? I get 8/10. 8/10 looks like this. And it would be negative. Is this the same as this? No, this is a terminating decimal after 1 decimal digit. This has 3 decimal digits. So it's not this one. It's not this one. And I know it's not this one because if I had a pie and I cut it into 80 pieces and I took 7 pieces out, most of the pie would still be left. But if I had a pie with 1,000 pieces and I took out 875 of them, there wouldn't be much left. This is really close to -1. This is not close to -1 at all. So I think it's C. Let's try our T-bow with C.